really dark out now. Downpipe is drying over there with the working lights. Believe it or not, those things actually work as a space heater of sorts. I mean, pretty sure they're burning through a lot of electricity, but anyways, continuing on with yesterday's video. So I don't know if you can see that, but oh yeah, it's 262 on that side, and then on this side we have 267. Not bad. I mean, even in the furthest points is like 103. The can calls for 250 and 400. I've come to find out that that's good enough to get it on there, and then once I put it on the car, I can actually do the heating cycle through the car, and it's not peeling off when you touch it. So yeah, time to start wrapping it. So this is the band clamp for this whole spiel, and here's the wrap. I don't know if you guys need part numbers, but you need, actually, there's a part number. Part number 010127. It's the 50-foot roll, right? 2-inch 50-foot roll. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna do half overlap, even though I think it only calls for a 1/4 inch or whatever. Actually, something I should mention here is that part of the reasoning behind putting them staggered is that as I'm wrapping, when I come around, go over this way through, then come around, come back one, and then come around, come back another one through the center, and that way I don't have to disrupt the in between the layers, because if I would have put them side by side, I would have had a triangle shape here and a triangle shape on the other side of bare metal. Now with this, it should minimize the length of that little triangle, because it'll be through, it'll come close through here, and then it'll come close through the other way. So we'll see if that theory works. I don't think you guys need me to show you inch by inch of how to wrap this. It's pretty straightforward shape. So it's morning time. Yeah, I got lazy last night. I didn't do anything, just watch a movie, and I called it a night. But yeah, today I'm doing the time lapse. Yep. Well, as you saw in the video, I had to take the ball all the way back down and then bring it back up. I guess I miscalculated this, because I expected it to be all the way to the top exactly. So, oh well. Today it's kind of an update video. You guys just watched me finish wrapping the downpipe, which I put in the trunk of the car, and it's ready to pretty much is ready to mount. The only issue though is that I had an idea. I actually want to record the car going down the road, up and down a couple times under different loads, just to see how it sounds with the stock setup. And then I'm gonna record it with the new downpipe and see how that sounds. So pretty much I'll do a short sound comparison, because not everybody likes to watch the vloggy videos. So to keep in the spirit of the technical videos, I'm gonna do a sound comparison on the downpipes. So that's the only thing holding me up right now. Other than that, it's ready to bolt on. Actually, it's not even that complicated, so it shouldn't take me long. But in the meantime, until I get a hand with the camera for on the side of the road, so I've been working on this little knickknacks and stuff. So what I have here is the parking lights, which, as you can see, this one got wrecked. And since that got wrecked, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try do a little LED conversion. And as you can see here, these are just some parking lights. I think I showed you in a previous video that this is what they used to look like. So that was in there. Took it off, and yeah. So right now I'm waiting for this to dry. Then I'll put the lens back on, and then I'll solder on some terminals like these. And the other one, which I gotta take out from that toolbox. So there it is with the lens back on. I am going to paint these because, as you can see, they look like shit. So I'm gonna paint them. I'm gonna smoke them and then see how they look. If I like it, I'll keep it. If not, I'll just get new ones. And like I mentioned before, I'm actually gonna buy the LED kit if I have to, if those don't do the job good enough. Other than that, the next thing on the to-do list today is to clean this up. This is actually an engine that I was starting for a build. I gotta get rid of the extra parts, save the parts that I'm actually gonna use. And if you've been following for a while, you know that right when I started that, the transmission went out and the budget for that engine build kind of went out the window. So I decided to do other things, and I'm kind of just chancing it now. So in other words, if that engine blows, I'm SOL. Oh, look, I was not aware they had a snack aisle. Anyways, so I ended up going to Vans and getting this. This is what I'm going to use to darken these. Looks good. Alright, so one-handed thing's not working. I got it. I'm kind of digging it. It says no more than 3 coats, but you can still see through, and it actually hides all the imperfections pretty good. See how it hides a gigantic crack. Back on my EC bake oven. Anyways, while I'm waiting for that stuff to dry and preparing the stuff to start soldering, decided that I was gonna mark these bottles, that way they don't get used up or whatever. And I don't know if my skull and bones looks like a skull and bones, you know what I mean? Anyway, while I wait for that, I think we can start with the engine stuff, which actually I don't want to start with, but it's gonna happen. So if you know anybody that wants an intake, some pistons, or well, now I wouldn't touch pistons. Pistons are bad. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna keep the block and crank and stuff, but other than that, the rest of that shit's going. So that's low, that's high, this is ground. And since this one's just online, since this one's just on, it doesn't do anything, I'm just going to join those together and use one of these. And then for the other side, I actually have the light bulb arrangement, which would turn on the secondary light. And yeah, on this setup, there's no change in polarity, so I can do this. But on the corner light, if you watch one of my older videos, the corner light actually changes polarity and it blinks when those blink, which came as a surprise to me because I had not a clue. When I tested it, I didn't get him to blink, the light wouldn't just shut off or whatever, so it was fine. But yeah, so in this case that doesn't apply, so I can do this. And this is what I'm using on the other side, which has the 3 wires. And yeah, this is what the light bulb that took out of there looks like. It's kind of cruddy, but yeah, so plug and play pretty much. Funny thing about this is that I have a heat gun just for this. Yeah. So anyway, that's that for this side. And then I just gotta find some hardwire that I can actually use in these holes, or just, I don't know, solder these. I couldn't find any solid core wire to run it through these like how they make them, but I soldered the wire and that's stiff enough that it'll work. And just to give it a finishing touch, I'm gonna pack it with RTV so it looks somewhat professional, but this is just as temporary as they come. Chappelle. Done. Let's go test it out. Start with the hard side. Ugh, making a mess. I got them connected and test piece. So you can see this is the side that's brighter right now because both of the sides are wired together, or both low and high are wired together. Now this one, when I turn the blinker on, should get as bright as this one. So we'll test that out in a minute, because I'm not expecting this to work as smoothly as I think it's gonna work. Up with this, and yeah. Again, this one's not waterproof though, because the lenses are crap. It's sealed in the back and everything, but the lenses are cracked and chipped, so yeah. This is just a test run. And it already looks sick. So just for a little preview. Now to finish the other one. Well, as luck would have it, I don't have one of these plugs, so I just ordered a couple online, and now I gotta wait. But anyways, there is plenty to do here, so I kind of, since I was kind of skipping around the other day and just kind of doing like a spring cleaning, I guess, I finally mounted or teed this. I had ordered some stainless fittings, and once I got here I realized that this was too short, so I ended up using brass fittings. Just whatever. I do not like brass fittings, but gotta make it work already, so it's gonna stay that way. And on top of that, the stainless steel fittings are too expensive. So that's gonna start to clean up. The next thing is the relays, which I'm gonna start with those two first, and then if I can get those done successfully, I will do the same to those over there, and that way I have all the same relay, or similar at least, because those other ones that I have are going to look like these. These are Hellas. Well, actually even the factory ones are Hellas. Yeah, these are made in the US, these are made in China. All the relays now are made in China, so yeah. Well, open the other garage door, and I gotta tackle this. Anyway, that'll be all for this upload. As you can see there, I started the line lock, finished the oil line, and like I said, like I mentioned before, I'm gonna start on those relays, and those are actually gonna be separate videos, so they're gonna be kind of like the technical videos. So you'll see those in two separate ones, and then same thing with the downpipe. Once I get the sound clips, we'll start taking it apart and get it all done. Once I get the sound clips of the downpipe, that video will be up. Same with the line lock and the relays. As for this, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this upload. If you like the content and you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with anybody that may find it useful.